think it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. See how it goes. I resubbed just to play hardcore. I started streaming 3 days ago. Thanks, Cargos. Hey, man, you're more than welcome here in this community. I'm excited to see Mel and Def Camp want to kill each other. Yeah, dude, they are. Def Camp in particular. I mean, Melderon is just solid, like, across the board. But Def Camp in particular, he, like, metamorphosizes when he's in a duo. Especially when a duo with his brother. He turns into a troll. And he kind of just trolls with Melderon and says stuff to kind of, like, egg him on. But it's hilarious, man. I love Def Camp streams when they're in a duo. If I see them in a duo, I, like, stop what I'm doing and I, like, just play their duo in the background. Because it's like primetime comedy, bro. It's like, whose line is it anyway, or something like that. It's the Double Brothers from Philly. It just sounds funny, man. Yo, Seamus, good to see you, man. How you doing, Seamus? How's work, bro? Listening through the old Good Morning Azeroth. You were awesome, Cargos. Keep it real, man. Love the content. Hell yeah. Yo, guys. Something amazing happened for GMA this week. Yo, type something in the chat if you're alive. Big announcement right now. I don't know if I announced this on... I don't think I announced this on stream before. So, tomorrow, GMA. Guess what's happening, dude? Alright, we got a few people alive. Alright. So, remember we had Kevin Jordan on the last GMA, right? Tomorrow... John Stats, baby. We got John Stats on. Another one of the trinity of the people who made Vanilla WoW, man. So, big hype. We gotta get another OG WoW original, developer who made this beautiful world. Gonna be on the show tomorrow. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Asmon, yeah. All due respect to Asmon, I'm more excited to have John on. But you know, man, I never really watched a lot of Asmon, man. But yo, let me tell you something about Asmon. And I don't know if this is true or not, but you guys tell me, because a lot of you guys probably watch way more Asmon than I do. I've watched some of his clips and stuff. I mean, he's a multi-millionaire, right? I mean, he has a small nation watching him every time he turns on the stream, right? So you would think, based on just how life works, that once you're in that boat, you have like a personal trainer, you're tanning, you're driving like a Lambo or, a super sick car, you're living in some like penthouse, space shuttle overlooking the Riviera, you have you're just absolute balling out, right? I mean, he is at that level. And the thing is that I just kind of like thought of it the other day is that he's still in that same room he was when he was making guides years ago, right? So I don't know if like he goes downstairs and he somebody hands him a kombucha juice and a towel and he gets a spa treatment as soon as he goes downstairs and it's a set or something, but I don't think so, right? That dude seems like he's like the money and the fame and all that or whatever. It's not really getting to his head. He still lives with his mom. Yeah, he's still driving like a beater car. Like, he goes to Wendy's, gets chicken nuggets and stuff like that. And I guess where I'm going with this is that's pretty cool, right? I like that. That he did that because I did this interview yesterday with this guy Deeg. I was on his channel, and what I was saying to him, and I've said this for years with this, is that all growth when it comes to the internet isn't created equal. Actually, the growth is very different from person to person. If you're a hype streamer, the type of growth you experience is different than if you're a chill streamer. If you are a educational streamer, whatever all the categories are, it's all different. And if you just freak out and start causing drama and making Reddit threads and doing all this, you probably will grow really fast, but with that will come a lot of trolls and a lot of haters and stuff like that, right? So it's how you want to position your brand or online presence or whatever you want to call it. You gotta think about those type of things. And I guess where I'm going with this is that I don't know if Asmon planned it to be like that, but for me that's something that I never really want to be seen as like a elite Twitch cool kid or whatever, Twitch varsity jacket on, going to all these things and I want people, years down the line to be like, yo, Cargos is he's always in the trenches with the smaller streamers. He's hosting the smaller streamers. He's trying to like bring the smaller streamers up. That is like sacred to my brand, man. I always want to have that, no matter what. Because even for me, when I was first getting started on YouTube and Twitch and everything like that, I don't really get any hosts or any help on YouTube or anything like that, and it was just a slow grind, right? Like years and years of doing shit. So even stuff with this hardcore community, it just feels really good being able to host new people, and he's been pretty open about Asmon being a persona. Wait, you think so? You think it's just a persona? I don't. Really? I mean, because he did guides way back in the day, right? Before he was super famous. I actually watched a lot of his guides for like retail guides, right? And he seemed like he was the same back then. He was super smart. He was like top of his business school in college. Who, Asmongold? Fresh meat. You're an awesome guy, Cargos. You spread good vibes, bro. Hey, thank you, man. %of streamers has a persona or act up. I mean, maybe. Like, you can't be 100% you're saying on camera, right? Like, you mean on like, even if you try your best to be 100% real, you can still probably only attain like 80%. You're not going to air out all your dirty laundry and stuff on stream with people, right? And it's mainly because people don't want to hear that type of shit. But, I just think that's pretty cool, right? He's a multi-millionaire, very successful. And, he still seems like very, like, humble about his clothes and his food and his lifestyle and everything like this. So one of my best friends from high school, his name is Jose, right? And, I'll tell you a funny story. This dude he's half Portuguese and half Angolan, right? And he's a very wealthy family. Immediately, like you could tell, very wealthy family. When I was in high school, I saw him there, and at first I was kind of like skeptical of him, right? Because he has all these nice designer clothes on. I was like, man, this guy's like some rich kid, like super rich kid. And I didn't really think too highly of him at first. But then one day I go into the student center, and I see him sitting there with his iPhone at the time, and he's kind of like covering up his iPhone a little bit, and he was sitting by himself, kind of as like a loner, like just sitting there. And I walk over, and he's reading like Bleach or Naruto. So one of the old, I mean, back in the day, it was kind of more cool to do that, to watch that type of stuff. And I was like, okay, there's something more to this guy. And I found out that he played WoW. And I guess where I'm going with this is like, this dude has all the money in the world. But I remember it was so funny. His family had this this penthouse thing in New York. And on the vacations, we would go to it. And you would think this guy, if you have so much money, you'd be just living the life, right? Fast cars, women, all that type of stuff. You go to this dude's house, super rich, and he just has Domino's pizza boxes stacked everywhere, and he's just sitting there like a crazy man in his friggin' boxers, rating on his Blood Elf Paladin, and that's how we spent the summer. We'd go to summers there, and we just play WoW and chilling his dope ass penthouse. Go downstairs like 2 a.m. Get snacks from the corner store. Come back up. Yeah. So being 100% real at any point is not possible. Oh, I hear ya. I mean, I've said this before. I feel like as you get older, your screws just loosen in your head, man. I mean, F's in the chat for ourselves, man. Like, I'm definitely getting crazier with each day. I want to get rich so I can quit my job and live that life. Yeah, I just thought it was so funny, man. You would think, this guy's playboy. He's going to be like a, fuckboy type, doing all this and that. He spends his money on buying Domino's pizza and raiding Wrath of the Lich King. And playing Hearthstone. I still remember getting Legend with him for the first time. And Oh god, good times, man. Getting legend in Hearthstone for the first time, man. Oh shit, hold on, is this bad? Yo, hold up. Okay, I have to like freedom myself. I have to freedom my, okay, we have 2 casters, 3 casters? Okay, this is bad. I'm gonna potion. And I think I can't fight this. I don't think I can fight this. I think I have to run. I'm gonna put up wisdom. Oh my Lanta, dude. How the fuck do I get out of here? Okay. I mean, I'm done in here, right? I don't need anything else in here. Still got all my cooldowns. I should be fine. Jesus, dude. Imagine if I was low level and I aggroed all this stuff. Thank God I'm a higher level. Oh, wait. There's a thing I need to do in there, though. The princess trapped. Oh, it's the, shit. I might as well do it. I'm here. Just gotta be careful. There's some pats and... Cave. The obelisk. Yeah. I think the craziest thing happens on like a parabola. You reach peak craziness and come down. Yo, I sure hope so, man. What do you think about the new mid-roll Twitch commercial news? What's that? I've never heard about that. No, it wasn't, Doc. Zach Rauer is Asmongold. I'm not even talking about him. I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot, but at the same time, I wanted to vent to you guys because I don't think it's a good thing if you're a dick. If you're like a raid leader and you're a dick, some people are gonna like say like, yo, you need to be a dick because it's the internet. You need to be hard on people, you know, to get them to perform. That's one way of doing it, you know. So, you know, they're getting the results. So, like, I guess you have to respect it at the end of the day, but it's just not for me. I'll tell you that, you know. And I want to create a raid that's better than that. You know, not gonna be the greatest raid in terms of performance, but it's also a raid where everybody is. It's gonna be a strong community, right? Hopefully. I brought this up in Stay Safe stream. He was watching a Top Guild do a speedrun. He was being a dick. Hey, we might have been looking at the same stream then. I'm not talking about Stay Safe. I'm talking about, I don't know. Again, just don't be a dick, man. Just, even if you're, you know, some amazing, I don't know. Just don't be a dick, man. Just don't be a dick. 44, that's intense. I did like 10 times on my mage. Yeah, I'm playing Pally though. This class is so good for surviving. Okay. So I need to get up to here, huh? Let's go shard. I need to get up here. To get this thing. Fuck, do I get up there? Maybe this way? Oh yeah, this is where I had to run from last time, okay. What's up with the duos? Hey, what's up, Beluga? If you do exclamation point cup, you'll get some info. I'll do it for you here. There's a free tournament on the 26th, and you guys, every single one of you are invited. There's gonna be cash prizes. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be some funny times, some spicy times. It's gonna be great, man. 10-hour event total if you count all the, you know, the pre-game coverage and the post-game, you know, like award ceremony and all that. Everybody's invited. Dual leveling, try out hardcore. The cool thing is obviously you keep your characters after the event's over, right? So at the end of it, you'll probably just be sitting on a pretty high level character that you can try hardcore with and like get into a dungeon and just play them as regular hardcore characters after. It's not like it's a tournament only character, right? Did you guys know the character that Grace hit 60 on his druid? That was his character from Hardcore Community Cup 2, which he won class league, and he beat out that other dude like at the last second. There's a parkour jump to get there? Oh, okay. I'll just take it slow. Usually top tier players are chill and cool. It's the ones that's like mid to high level that are elitist assholes. I mean, there's a certain... Some people celebrate it, dude. They celebrate being a dick. Like, they're like, yo... I'm just so glad we have our community, man. This community, like, so you guys remember back to high school, right? Like, I don't think really many of us who play WoW were like the super like Chad cool kids, right? Maybe there's a couple of you out there. I mean, I played sports and stuff, but again, I'm not like some Chad or whatever. But you guys remember back to middle school, high school, even college, the people who like they're just the loud mouths, like they're always picking on people, right? They're always fucking, and for me, I tried to dodge it. So that was my strat. Even middle school, high school, I was like, I'm not going to get victimized by these people. Fuck that. So I'm not even going to interact with them. I'm going to completely dodge the bullet, not speak to them. I'm not going to be around them. I'm not going to give them any reason to put my name in their mouth, right? So I just dodged all of it. And I was never bullied, never picked on, and stuff like that. I always kind of did my own thing. But I almost see it like some kind of a parallel on it. Some people, they want to put down other people, right? They want to put down other people. But don't do that, man. Stealth through high school, yeah, same, man. Like, we're getting too old at this point to put down other people, right? You gonna touch Shadowlands? I mean, never say never, but probably not. Probably 90% no. If I had one wish, it would be to change the class fantasy for the Druid caster. I wish it wasn't about star magic. Star magic for Druid? Is it? I guess it is, like a loon, yeah, like star shards. But you need some class to take up that role, right? Because you have the arcane being consumed by the mages, and then you have the dark magic from the warlocks. Somebody needs to take the moon magic, right? Also, people feel bad about themselves. They need to belittle and put down others. It's a sad pathology. But, my advice to you guys, though, is if you have a good spidey sense, like a 6... It's always worked for me. And again, it's never... I only got jumped one time, and that was because I was being an idiot. It was with some of my friends back during a freshman year of high school, during Halloween. But if you detect people that are like that, and they kind of have that wavelength where they're putting other people down... some people, they see that, and they almost feel like they have to appease those people, right? And they start trying to, like, suck up to them or be nice to them. Just fucking run, dude. Acknowledge them, put them on block in real life. Be like, hard pass, and just find other people who like, aren't like that, man. Because it's a recipe for disaster, man. I mean, I'm not saying that I can't see the line of reasoning they went into balanced druids. Are you chanting mining? I am engineering mining. I always made sure to have my plus boys in school, college, and grad school. I had a couple opportunities to enter into the popular click scene, and I noped out of there. 100%. Like, you saying that really resonates with me, man. Like, big time. Big time. I was always drawn in all the schools to, like, the underdog type of kids, right? Even one of the kids that I wanted to make my best friend back at the time, his name was Jim. People used to make fun of him all the time. He was huge. He was this huge fat kid, right? And he wore like pink polo shirts. The thing I loved about Jim, I was the best man at his wedding and stuff too. So is that Jim, even though everyone was making fun of him, he was, and this might have been a front, I'm not sure, but maybe not, is he really didn't care. He took it with a smile, man. He really just took it with a smile, and he just played WoW, and he was having fun. And we would, we all played WoW together, and, yeah, shout out to that dude. I mean, he later lost weight in college and got his fix in with women and doing all that, but, I was always drawn to the underdog kids in school, right? Like, even, I was telling this story yesterday on this podcast I was on, back in middle school, because I played sports, like, my whole life, right? So, like, there's a certain group of people that, they're not exactly, like, the Chads, but you get a little bit of street cred in school and stuff if you play sports. So, I played tennis, played soccer, played football, all this, but I never wanted to hang out with those kids that much. And I saw some kids in the lunchroom, and they're over there at their own table, and one has a Rurouni Kenshin shirt on, the other one is Jim. He's this big guy, kind of scruffy. just kind of scruffy, unkempt, and all them. But they were into Magic the Gathering, and they were smart too. They were smart, man, and they made me smarter. And they were into anime and WoW, and well, I sort of got them into WoW, but Jeff sounds like a good one. That's the type you need by your side. Yep. I just got a little, yeah. Just be good to people, man. Tennis is my best sport. All the racket sports. Ask Grays, ask Chicken, man. I love racket sports. Tennis is the sport I played my whole life, man. Tennis was a huge way how I got socialization and going to round robins as a little kid, doing group tennis lessons as a little kid. I went to this tennis club when I was a kid called Yonkers Tennis Center. James Blake, he trained there, and I met a lot of my friends at the tennis club. And every weekend you do these round robins where you go and you play like 20 minutes, play a set or something, then you rotate, you meet other people. Both my parents played tennis. Tennis is, you can play it your whole life. You see like 70, 80-year-olds playing tennis still. Ping pong, tennis, racquetball, all that stuff. I went to the U.S. Open every year, pretty much, as a kid. Every year. Kids' Day and the regular days. I went to the Australian Open when I lived in Australia. I saw Philippoussis play. Then U.S. Open. All the greats play. Sampras, Agassi, Philippoussis. Nadal was my guy, when the whole Federer and Nadal thing was out. I always used Babolat rackets. Cargos played all the sports, then proceeded to join the military and start a literal gaming empire. He's the epitome of a fucking Chad. Quick being humble. No, Craigs, I appreciate it, man. Far from it, Chad, man. But be good to people, guys. Nadal was my boy. Yeah. The NYJTL summer camp. No, I don't think so. But when I was pretty good at tennis, man. I mean, I haven't played in a couple of years. It's kind of sad to think about it. But I got a position as a tennis pro at 16 or something. I was really, really pretty young at the time. But I was a tennis pro for Future Stars tennis camp. And, I was, my colleagues at the time were, much older than me and from different countries and stuff. Watching him on the clay courts, I love clay courts, man. Because the thing is, man, I'm a lefty guy. So the lefty is a disadvantage in most things, right? But when it comes to tennis, it was always a massive asset for me in tennis. Because my serve carried my game so hard. Because a lot of people that I played with, because I played varsity in high school and all this, they had more tennis lessons than I did. I never really had as many tennis lessons as they did. So some of my fundamentals were kind of messed up. Like my backhand has never been super strong, right? Even the whole grip and everything, I kind of had a slice backhand, which is when you're playing at a decently high level, you really can't have a slice backhand, right? Slice backhand is weak. So it was kind of insane that I had a slice backhand as a lefty, but my serve, bro, was crazy, man. As a lefty, I put so much spin on that shit. You played Magic the Gathering? Oh yeah, man, I played Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I played Magic the Gathering. I played the first. Let me see the first set I played. The first set I played of Magic. What's the first set you guys played? I'm gonna assume most of you guys played Magic. We're all just cut from the same cloth, more or less, man. First set was the one with the palm tree on it, but that was the first set that I ever had a Magic card. No, actually, you know what? I take it back, because those are no. I take it back. I had cards from that set, but I wasn't like playing. Like I got them way after. Actually, I think the first set I got was that Artifact set when I started playing a good amount. Myrmidon or something? Oh, not Myrmidon. I'm thinking of WoW. But there was a set where it was all artifacts. Cold Snap. It wasn't Ravnica. Ravnica was later, but there was a set that had like mainly artifacts. That's when I started playing more. But you know, like I was playing back in the day when you had elf decks, right? I love tribal decks. You see how I'm such a sucker for art assets, guys, and I like to make everything look streamlined. I love tribal decks in games. They're so much fun. Like Goblin deck, Elf deck, White Weenie deck with the soldiers that are all buffing each other. I guess Blue and Black didn't really have a tribe deck. I mean, you kind of did, but it was like some mage shit or something. Like flying, give like a flying blimp. And like buffs your other flying blimps. Goblin deck. Hell yeah. Burn deck. Kamigawa, I played the hell out of Kamigawa, bro. I had every card. I had every card, man. Betrayers, Champions of Kamigawa. I mean, historically, people think it's a pretty bad set, right? But everything, man. I had like a bazillion Umezawa Jites, Isamaru Hound of Kanda. I had a Samurai deck. It was sick, man. White Samurai deck. Hey, what's up, Deuce? I had a really similar time growing up as you. Always did sports, but my close mates always were the guys into gaming. 100%, man. Like, I don't think I'm unique in that. I think a lot of us are kind of like that, you know? You're either attracted to the underdogs or you're not, you know? And that's not to say I was always like that. Oh, shit. Bad time. Confirmed. How do I get out of here? Everybody is going to go through some kind of, like, fuckboy stage, you know? Where you're caring a lot about your looks and you're going through it and you're being super try hard about stuff because you have a chip on your shoulder. You're trying to like prove that you're worthy, right? Everybody goes through it, but the length of it is going to be different from each person. I'd like to think I got through mine pretty quick. I got through it pretty quick, right? The water level songs are good vibes. Is that what this is? This is like a Nintendo lo-fi mix. I'm liking it. You gonna play classic TBC? Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. There are plenty of people who are friendly to everyone. Oh yeah, I'm sure there are. There's just a lot of people on the earth. At the same time, there's a lot of people that are unfriendly to everyone too, though, man. Cargos and Cricks getting glad in 2s in TBC. Yo, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down, Cricks. Magic is woke now? No, say it ain't so, bro. Is it really? I played kinda recently. I have a I started another binder again. I lost all my cards, man. Same with my Warhammers, man. That actually hurts the most, even more so than the Magic. My Warhammer collection, bro. Can I get some F's in the chat for my Warhammer collection, bro? You guys don't even know, man. Like, Warhammer, that shit is not cheap, man. That took like years to build that thing. And like, you painstakingly paint every single one. I think I left it at a friend's house, and then kind of got lazy to pick it up. And I'm pretty sure that motherfucker sold it, yo. Start painting? Yeah. I mean, it takes like a small fortune to get those things, man. Like, you'd buy like a little box with 3 figures in it. It was like $50, man. Hardcore in TBC? Yeah, we'll see, man. I hope we can keep this going, right? Because we have a good group of people, so I hope a good amount of us stick together through the games, the coming games. Get back into it. 12 paints was all I needed for my journeys in Middle Earth Orcs. Oh, Middle Earth Orcs? Oh, so you're not playing 40k, huh? You know one of my favorite things about tabletops, though, guys? Pretty much it's equally as fun. I think I always liked the painting more than even playing. I never really was good at the game. I mean, I played it just because you already have it painted, but I loved the map building, dude. The map building is so much fun. You go by, like, you get the felt and you build a whole, like, terrain. So sick. You a Nadal fan? No, yeah, I'm a Nadal fan, yep. I play with Nadal's rackets still, even to this day. I have 2 Babolat rackets, the yellow ones, you know, the mid-plus yellow ones. Yeah, Nadal was like a hero to me, man. My first business ever was a tennis racket stringing business. I saved up, bought a machine that could string tennis rackets. Started hustling, man. Got some business cards. I never even played Warhammer, but I built and painted so many miniatures from different armies. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's one of those things that's very therapeutic. You know, the whole process, the smell, putting some newspaper out, priming them, leaving them outside, and then just painting them. Yo, Neravari, man. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, bro. 2 months in a row, man. Appreciate it. Cargo sniffing paint, yo. Hardcore TBC equals no raid, no arena. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably just be its own beast, and we can come up with a nice rule set that's gonna keep it fun, and we'll learn a lot from classic to hardcore, and we'll see if there's an interest to play it come TBC. Djokovic? Yo, Djokovic is my man still. I actually haven't been keeping up with it that much recently. My parents still do a lot. Djokovic is a beast. Alright. I'm not very good at the game when I'm streaming, as you guys might notice. I just get really distracted reading the chat and shit, but we're done with the quest finally. Let's go, oh, should we do Faldir's Cove? Spice it up? Let's go do that. What about this? Cresting Key, Stones of Binding. Gotta go over there to that. Stones of Binding. Stone. Oh, yo, this quest is you have to go to the elemental spots, right? Yeah. You have to go. One's here. One's here. Isn't there one down here too? Okay. You're making new emojis soon? I think we need to hate to see it. I was thinking about that. Yeah, hate to see it. I'm pretty happy with the emojis right now, if you guys haven't seen them in a minute. I've been updating. The Blessed run is looking clean now. Before, I couldn't get the Blessed to look clean. Like, you couldn't really see it. I would post it in someone's chat, and they're like, what is that? Like, squinting their eyes. They hover over it. They're like, Blessed run? It's looking clean now. Same with the Kek Popcorn. That's, like, my new favorite one, dude. Oh, God. I use the hell out of that one, though. Yeah, probably don't want to finish that quest, yeah. But that's the next step, right? I can still do this step, though, or no? Ooh, I might be able to AoE these guys. Let me try to AoE them. Could be a bad idea. One way to find out. Let's try to get a couple of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot. Fucking hell, bro. Yo, is this bad? Is this bad? Oh, please don't fucking kick me, bro. I actually have to run. Yo, fuck this. I'm out. They're actually too strong. They're actually too strong. Believe it or not, they're actually way too strong. Wasn't liking the way that damage, the cash flow was going with that damage. Go Devo. Alright. Let's try that again. Hey, we gave it a shot. These coolies. Elemental damage? Yeah. But, so what, their autos are frost damage. That's gotta be it, right? That's why I was taking so much damage. It says melees. Oh, you're right, dude. You're right. Check that out. So, it's not a melee. I mean, it's frost damage. Every attack. So, all the armor, all the mitigation does jack shit. It makes so much sense. Yeah. It's not even that they're casting anything. Yeah, that was, like, really dumb. It was a terrible idea. No Druid today. My partner is moving, man. So you can't play by yourself. Yeah, Resistor? Oh, yeah, yeah, I do. I got a new rank of it, too. I got rank 2 Frost Lore Resist. Yeah, good call. Yeah, it's a really good call. 45 Frost Resist, not even the 30 anymore. That's a good call. Let's switch back to Wisdom. It's a good call. So I'm just going to see me resist some of their melees, I bet. Let me look down there. Yeah, I got the rank 2, yeah. Will you try Shadowlands? I mean, what do you guys think? Should I try Shadowlands? I really don't, to be honest with you. If you're just looking to see if, where I'm honestly at in terms of motivation to play it, I have very little interest to play it. Like, barely anything at all. Like, if Classic didn't exist, and I didn't have this great community of people, then maybe I'd play it. But the thing is, we have Classic, you know, and we have this community. And the only reason I'm saying that is, like, is there something I'm missing, maybe? Like, I feel pretty good just playing Classic. If anything, I kind of want to double down on Classic. Show people that even in the face of a new expansion, where everybody's trying to get the newest flavor of the month and all that, there's still people that are enjoying the old world. It's free content? I wouldn't know. Up from down in retail, though, man. What realm is this, and is there a guild for hardcores? Yep, yeah, there is, on both Alliance and Horde. This is Bloodsail Buccaneers. Well, let's get some feedback, man. Like, out of 10, how excited are you guys for Shadow Legends? Shadowlands, sorry. I really know nothing about it, so. I heard about there's Covenants, people are mad, or I don't know, are they mad about Covenants, are they happy about Covenants? I was on this podcast yesterday and they're bringing it up, saying people are so excited to see how Covenants are going to pan out, and that there's a Kevin Jordan reacting to Covenants and saying how it was going to be bad or something, I don't know. So if you played a while, I have no interest in retail. It was good to see some of you guys are... You know, I pulled the chat before, and it was like 80. It was probably like the average for hype for Shadowlands was about an 8 out of 10. When I pulled them, I was during another stream like a week ago. Yo, is AoE farming a thing on Warlock? Solo? No, not really, man. You can AoE stuff down solo as a Warlock, but to say you can AoE grind, not so much. Unless they're super low level and they're just gonna die in a few ticks of Hellfire. But if you're trying to kill stuff that's decently high, the only trick you have up your sleeve when it comes to AoE grinding as a Warlock, it's not the greatest trick in the world, is you take your Voidwalker. Like, if I was a solo Warlock, I'd probably be able to kill a bunch of these guys. Like, so you'd send your Voidwalker at this guy, right? Then you'd send your Voidwalker at this guy, and you'd have your Voidwalker basically just go melee a bunch of these motherfuckers and get them all grouped up. And then you would use, god damn, I'm forgetting the AoE. What's the AoE spell of the Voidwalker called again? It's not Torment. Suffering? Is that it? You use the AoE taunt on the Voidwalker, so you get some threat on all of them, right? And then you can drop a Rain of Fire over them, and then you're going to pull probably like tick 4, so they're going to come to you. But then at that point, you can just sack your Voidwalker, and then you Hellfire them when they come to you. And that's, you can, but the thing is, it's shard intensive, right? It requires a shard each time because the Voidwalker dies. So it's not really that sustainable. Suffering, yeah. Is the mage skill? No, because the mage skill doesn't only do damage, it controls. That's why mages are so busted. Like, they have multiple infinite value loops as a mage. If you can slow it, you can kill it as a mage. Your rank 1 Frostbolt's an infinite value loop. I think even rank 2 is considered better than rank 1. I think right, mages don't use rank 1 Frostbolt, they use rank 2 or some shit. But Nova, I guess Nova's not an infinite value loop, but it's fucking amazing. Then Cone of Cold is an infinite value loop. They just have a Blizzard. It's kind of an infinite value loop if you're using rank 1 Blizzard. I need to get on my word tonight. I'll be up for a while though. Oh, nice. What's up? What's up, Wibbit? Good to see you, man. Taunts don't generate threat. The Voidwalker one does though. I mean, I don't know exactly the mechanic of suffering, but if you suffering on 4 or 5 targets and you drop a rain of fire, you're not going to pull immediately. It'll hold it for a little bit. 100%. That's how you do shit like farm Lashers as a Warlock in Dire Maul. It's so scuffed, but you can do it. Alright, let's go do Faldir's Cove. Should I get any of the Stromguard stuff? You know, I could totally see Mandaron. Yo, did anybody watch that Mandaron death clip? We watched it a couple times on stream now. I could see how he got jubated. Because you're 44. He was this level. He died at this level. All this shit is green here. 39 plus, 40 plus, and you're a prot pally. Like, you feel really strong. You got new gear. You feel like you can do it, right? But you really can't do this stuff. The Auto and Falcon Crest, that's what he died on. They are some of the hardest hitting elites in the game relative to the level that you're supposed to do those quests. Mara's Cal. True. Yeah, she's just in the back left pocket, right? Yeah, I might be able to. Love Classic, hopeful for Burning Crusade. Yeah. Well, alright, let's get a quick poll in the chat right now. Yo, type. So I think most people are on the same page that Shadowlands is going to be bigger than Classic when it comes out, right? For sure. I mean, why would it not be? But, you know, type a 1 if you think that once TBC Classic comes out, TBC is going to be bigger than Shadowlands. Or if you think Shadowlands is going to hold its own and be bigger than TBC Classic. I'm talking like sustained. I don't know, that's kind of a debating question though, but I even think sustained. Like, not even just the initial hype, because of course TBC will be bigger than Shadowlands initially when it comes out. There's all this hype. But I think even if you're looking one year out, maybe that's a better question. 1 year out after TBC launches compared to retail, I think it's still going to be crushing retail. I don't know. It's not even an initial hype question. I'm just thinking. TBC is it's a great expansion, man. It's my second favorite version of the game for sure. I mean, and like I said before, like a bazillion times on stream, it feels a lot more like retail than Classic does, right? You have that kind of alien vibes with the zones. You have flying mounts. There's arena in it, so a lot of people that like the vibes of retail, it's not going to be as stark of a contrast for them as it is with Classics. Classic doesn't feel anything like retail, right? But TBC is kind of this medium, so I think it's going to be a hit. TBC not even confirmed. I wish they would just go out and confirm it already, man. Because Blizzard likes money. We even had Kevin Jordan on the podcast today, and we were asking him that, like, Meldoran asked them, they're like, is there any chance Blizzard doesn't do TBC? And of course there's always going to be a chance, but, you know, from his mind, someone who's worked in the games industry, it's like, they'd be absolutely batshit crazy to not do TBC. And they even teased at it at the last BlizzCon, which I was at, so. And they did that poll and everything, but it's pretty much confirmed, right? Yeah, I'm mining engineering, yo. I don't see nearly as much people playing TBC as they did Classic. Really? That's pretty interesting. That's a hot take. So you think less people are going to play TBC than people who play Classic? What do you think about that, guys? Less people play TBC than Classic. What if the hardcore class people go to private servers? I mean, that would be a lot more justifiable to go to private servers. Like, if Blizzard doesn't preserve Classic WoW in any capacity, like, let's say all these servers just turn into TBC servers, and there's no more Classic server, then you kind of have, like, almost like a... I feel like it's more legit that you go to a private server. Good. It's because this version of the game needs to be immortalized in some way, man. They'd be crazy, though, man, to not keep a Classic server or two. They already have it up. We'll see what happens. TBC will be ruined if they don't fix paladins. What do you mean by that though, man? I hear that all the time. Fix paladins. How do you want to fix paladins, man? I think there's gonna be faction imbalance, but the best solution I've heard towards that is faction queues. You know, it'll work. People get pissed off, but it'll work. BE Paladin broken in TBC? I wish I knew more about TBC, but from my perspective, it doesn't seem broken, man. Like, it's definitely stronger if you're trying to be a DPS red paladin, but if you're trying to be a prot paladin and tank, you know, and main tank and stuff, the Draenei's better, right? And if you're playing a red pal, you're not really trying to be. You're not gonna. I mean, Crix, you're in here, right? Do you see red paladins keeping up with warlocks and hunters? I mean, they're kind of at that next peg down in terms of the DPS tier, right? So, you know, what's so busted about them? Just like there's a tier 2 DPS that's stronger than another race. I think it's just the looks, man. People love Blood Elf Paladin look. I'll go play him. The AoE silence, but what comps have paladins in them that are super high tier in Arena? There might be like one comp or two comp. Isn't there like warrior paladin, what is it, Thug Cleave, whatever it's fucking called? I don't know. I don't see a lot of paladins and really doing really good in Arena. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's all druid, man. Druid this, druid that. Priest, druid, so strong. Thugs Hunter Rogue. So, any really big brain Arena players from TBC in here? Like, remember, is there? I mean, I can hit up Navik. Is there any like S tier, really high level, strong comps with Pally in it? Paladin, Shaman, Warrior. Pallies are not good in Arena. I don't want to go out and say it because I'm going to look like an idiot because I don't have that much TBC knowledge, but I never thought Paladins were like the busted Arena class. So you give them, you know, the Blood Elf racial and they're busted. Couple in threes, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Going back to the original point, like the reason to go Belf Paladin is because if Seal of Blood can break CC, make HPL much stronger in 3s and 2s. Okay, no, that makes sense. So if you are, yeah, I mean, so the people that are going to play Paladin are all going to want to roll Blood Elf, is what you're telling me, because Seal of Blood is not only going to make you stronger ret DPS. So that's a really good comment, man. So, okay. So if you're trying to roll Paladin in TBC, you're going to roll Blood Elf because Seal of Blood will help you, is either Holy as well, which is probably going to be your role in Arena, most likely, unless you're doing some, you know, some red 2 shenanigans, like if you go BM Hunter, red, and those type of comps. It's going to give you more utility in that sense. Alright. That makes sense to me. In addition to making stronger red DPS. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let me read that again. The reason to go Belf Paladin is because if Seal of Blood can break CC, this makes Holy Paladin much stronger in 3s and 2s, because he can break out of CC. But don't you have Blessing of Sacrifice too already, though? You still have Blessing of Sacrifice, right? So, I mean, do you really need it that much? Also, I think there's going to be a good amount of prot pallies this time around. So those people are going to roll Draenei. But yeah, I mean, I hear you. It might be 80% of all paladins want to go Blood Elf. People love the looks, too. Holy isn't particularly good in Arena either way, though. I'm swapping to Alliance for TBC. Screw it, fuck a Blood Elf. Okay, yeah. So here's the other thing. Alright, here's the other thing. Is that guy still here in the chat? So the guy's saying you're going to roll... You're going to roll Blood Elf because they can break CC and stuff, right? But you have to think about it. People say that the biggest alliance racial in Classic is the fact that you can play with Paladins, right? So on the same note, I would say, if you were to go Draenei, the biggest benefit would be you get to play with humans. You get to play with Dwarf Priests that have Chastise, but it's mainly the humans, right, with the Perception in Arena. So if you're Horde, you don't have Perception. And Perception is disgusting in TBC. It's like it's the best ratio, right? So you have no perception. And would a Holy Paladin play with a Rogue? That's my question. Like, are there any amazing teams at Paladin Rogue? Fire Aura, Big True. Yo, Cap, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Burst is way worse than TBC in general. Especially once people get resilience. Ali Shaman is terrible in Arena. Rogue Druid is the meta? Oh yeah, Rogue Druid is the meta. I'm just talking about if you're gonna play a Holy Paladin in Arena TBC, like who are your partners? Like what is the strongest comp for Holy Paladin? Or one of them. I don't know. I just don't think it's as... People have like a knee-jerk reaction when it comes to TBC. Like you're gonna think like, yo, Blood Elf is so busted strong. Horde is so much stronger than Alliance. GG. Like everything is gonna be messed up. I kind of want to go Alliance. Is the Duo Cup just NA? No, it's every region, man. EU, Oceanic. Holy Pally Hunter. Holy Pally Hunter. Yeah, that sounds kind of rough. I would think Holy Paladin Warrior would be pretty good. I don't know about Holy Paladin Rogue, though. Holy Paladin Warrior seems kind of strong, right? Hunter is garbage in Arena? Really? Dude, Hunter's slap, bro. They have Viper's thing, right? So this is so. One of my close friends, Navik. He got he pretty much played every season of PBC and played like pretty much every. He was doing boosts for people back in the day. He played like all the classes. He was so good, like Elitist Jerks, all that. So I always pick his brain and try to learn from him. What he's told me was that Hunters are actually really strong in Arena, but if you have a Hunter on a team, they pretty much are like gonna outlast you. That's like their niche. That's what makes them strong in Arena. The whole Vipers thing, that they're going to like win that attrition, that war of attrition, because they're gonna slowly be able to rot down your mana with Vipers thing. So like you play Disc Priest, Hunter, you just kind of sit there trying to play keep away for as long as possible. You'll eventually outvalue him, and it's really, really annoying. But apparently that's like a really strong, like super high tier comp. Traps in combat? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's so hype. Anybody playing Hunter in Classic right now? I already know you're hyped with that. Oh shit. Stones of Binding. I have to go here? Oh yeah, it's not Stromguard. There's a little... I remember this quest, yeah. Do you have plans to keep Hardcore alive in TBC? Yeah, the plan is for sure to keep it alive, but it'll probably be a while before Hardcore kicks up in popularity come TBC, right? Because most people are just going to want to play the game through one life cycle or play for a few months normally before they're going to want to try to do challenges and stuff, I would imagine. But I do think it'll still work come TBC. And leveling in TBC is pretty sweet. In some ways, some people would argue that the pacing is better come TBC, just because you get stronger quest rewards, which are kind of fun. You blaze through the zones a little bit faster. So I think Hardcore has a place in TBC. You get 2 of these. Fell Reaver about to take many lives? Yeah. Sure. I'll tell you though, man. Oh, sorry about my dogs. I'm gonna mute myself. So once you're level 60, what happens? Can you die as much as you want? Yeah, pretty much. So the challenge is over. Once you hit 60, you get your immortality. Alright. Yo, what happens when I use this again, guys? Does anything happen? Yo, this looks back at the box as hell right now. Look at this. It's a nice looking obelisk right there. It's been a minute since I've done these quests. Can I get rid of? Okay. So we got these stones. Cresting key. Combine them or some shit. Not the bribe, but do you make any money off this? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I have a couple different sources of income though. Really, the big difference in PvC Horde Ally from PvE overall isn't pallies, it's reworking the orc racial. No, nothing happens. Okay. See what happens, man. Hopefully nothing. Oh, okay. What was it? Breaking the keystone. Can I do this part yet, or is this killing the Fazruk? What is he, a 42 elite? Yeah, I might be able to kill him. 42 elite? I just saw him a second ago. He was patting westbound. Let me go see. See how much health he has. He's